Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus and this is episode 7 of our Let's Play campaign of Factorio with Bob's Mod and Angel's Mods. Well, last time we ran into a bit of issue with a lack of iron, and this is the base. The pollution is still not touching any of the aliens, so I should be safe for a bit more. Now what I have done is I've upgraded the iron line in preparation, so we upped up this one. They are now fully stacked on MK2 and in a red belt all the way up to this point where it splits down and gets into a normal belt. So let's basically just take it from here. So what I want to do is let's this time I want to increase resource refining. Basically the process is I'll take the sapphirite, I'll crush it, and then I'll do the sorting, this part, the sorting. Unfortunately I need the sorting because that's the only way I can get the ore. So I do the sorting because I need the sorting over here. Once I have the ore, I have two ways of doing ingots. This turns to 5 ingots or this turns to 6 ingots. So I'll do the processing, then I'll do the ingots, then I'll melt the ingots, and then I'll finally cast it into iron plates. It's gonna be a hell of a trip. Let's see, what I've done is I've created a number of these in advance so that we can just get started. Let's start with the crushing, good old crushing here. And we need a lot of these. So this one is actually a speed 2. So let's, I need to switch this detailed information on. So this one is generating 2 per second and it's speed 2, so it's 4 per second. That's what I'm generating. And this now needs to go into one of these. Oops. Yep. So you are going to sort. It takes 1 second and it takes 4. That's fine. This is speed 1, so this is a perfect match. If I need to handle 4 per second, then I think I need this part. I'm also considering, should I immediately... I'll immediately do this, so we can see. Now that actually is something here that I will need this. So for now, I'll have these items put into just regular. This one will be the slag. I'll have 1 slag. That one. And this one will be the copper ore. Copper ore is up here. And I need another there. That means I have these two. So every 1 second I get 2 iron ore out. What happens next is I need to do processing. Processing happens in either an ore processor or one of these. The difference is that one is big, that one is small. Hence, I think I want to do the small one. Processed iron. And this, how long time does this take? This takes 2 seconds and I need 4. So this one's generating 2 per second. So again, a perfect ratio. I like perfect ratios. They are now going in here. What? What's the issue? What? Ah, of course. Forgot that part. All of those waste materials that come out of this. Here. And you will be... Where is it? Putting it together. There. Alright, this one is now working. And it looks to be perfectly aligned. Now, next up, now we have the processed iron. The next part of the process is I need to take the processed iron. I get 1 processed iron every 4 seconds. Here, I get 1 processed iron every 2 seconds. But this one needs it every 4 seconds. That means actually 2 of these blast furnaces for each one. And I also need coke coming in. There. These are apparently not electrified. Oh, that sucks. And I cannot build those because they require aluminium plate and electronic circuit boards, which is way off. Damn, that's annoying. Well, let me just see. This has a fuel value, the carbon. What about the coke must also have a fuel value. So I'll just shove in the coke. The coke, let's search it. Coke is done in, I can't make the electrified ones yet. I don't think so. Let's see. Wow, that was completely stuck, is it? Okay. Let's see. No, I can't make any of the electrified ones, so I'm gonna have to use some of these. Well, what if we put it here, and then you're gonna insert, and you're gonna insert here, you're gonna insert, and also here. This one will, I don't know how fast this is, how slow it is. But in order to get the coke, I will need it to be first crushed. We do that here. Crush it, that takes 1 second, and generates 2 crushed. And I can recall if that's 1 or 2 that goes into the next step. Alright, so far so good. Let's actually just put this in just so you see what happens. The first ones are being used here. And then it starts going up. Okay. What about this one? Yeah. And that's 6 ingots per 4 seconds. So, and these ones are 0.75, so that's why this one can't get rid of it, because it can't get rid of this one, because that cannot get rid of it, and so on and so forth. So I'm getting 6 per 4 seconds. And the next step in the process is now I'm to melt it, and I do that. Melting it, I take 3 input, and it takes 4 seconds, and I get 3 output. It's 4 seconds, and I get 6 output. So I need 2 of those, 2 of these. Oh, they're big. They are big. The reason I don't want to go this direction is actually because I'm thinking that here I need to get in coal. I need to get in the coal here. Right? I guess each of these small ones are now getting into something a hell of a lot bigger. That's the molten iron. Alright, and that now molten, so that comes in out of the liquid form. Let's put it in here. And let's get this. Ooh, it looks cool. Let's actually turn these off. Oh, I like that. I don't know what it does, but it looks really neat. Also, I like this orange field. It's very different from a lot of other stuff in Factorio. And that A thing is pretty cool. Now the last step is the casting. The casting requires 2 molten iron and gives 2 plates. That's fair enough. All of this I do to get a 50% increase in yield from the ore and onwards. Which is kind of ironic, isn't it? Because the first thing I do here is I sort it, which goes from taking 4 becoming 2, so that's 2 to 1 ratio, versus just taking this into just putting it into one of these, which will then make it 3 to 2. Yeah, okay, whatever. Alright, let's try again. I'm getting 3 out per 4 seconds. So this thing is getting 6 out per 4 seconds, and this one is 2 again per 4 seconds, so I need 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. You would actually think that this is matched. Okay, it actually has several of those. That's interesting. Let's also get some pipes. I don't know what kind of pipes I need. This is size bigger. I don't like the big ones. Should I use copper pipes? I'll use some copper pipes. It's maybe fun. It also follows the red scheme here. Does it work? Yeah, it works, except that it's not hooked up yet. And then I guess we need... Should I bring it back at this point? Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know. I don't know if that should bring it back or should bring it... I got a kind of a feeling that I should ring it out here and then upwards. And let's now exit this. This is cool. This is actually generating stuff. How fast is this? Let's just see if everything is green. I mean, that one is idling because that one is supposed to feed too. So let's build the same up here. Nope. Ah, damn it, it's too close. Too close. 1, 2, 3. Ah, that's such a shame. What the hell's going on here? I need to unwrap up the whole thing just because of that. I can switch this one bit further down. Oh, damn it. That's not how it's... I always forget this. Start by this one. Start by that one. Alright, we'll try again from here. Only one of these small things. And then I'll build the upper one first. Blast furnace. And that leads into 2 induction engines. There and there. It's still pretty damn close to the edge. Too close, I'd say. Yeah, still too close. I need to wrap the whole thing further down. This takes a lot of space. I guess that I can have 4 of these in 1 square. So I just need to make sure that I don't hit like yeah. Right, so that's like the middle of it, and I want to make sure that I don't go further than that. I hate this part because that's actually a lot of iron I throw out because it's in liquid form. It's also a bit strange that the casting machine has 2 inputs, but that's slower than the one feeding it. That seems strange, right? Then another thing I want to do first, now I know exactly what it should look like. I want to take here, there. Then I want to drag it over because I'm going to actually do, how far is it? It's that spot. I want to make sure this is synchronized. Ah, typical. Nope, none of these yet. And I'll go up and I put this small chest in here just so I could get a lot of them when I need it. Alright, you're gonna remove all of this, all slag. I have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna use the slag for. Oh, why am I doing this all the time? And I did it again, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Alright, so we try again. Actually, what I really like about this part is that it's not using any belts. I love it when I don't use belts. Now this time, let's start from the other end. It's actually, I don't know how far it's going to be in, but if I do it this way, this is as close as I can take it, meaning this one will be outbound, but I think I'll actually do one more space. There, it's just going to look nicer. Then now I do this exclusively to... This is not going to be the right place, but I want to just make sure that I get it. Induction engines, and then the blast furnace. I'm counting backwards here. Blast furnace, and that requires this one. So this is where it should start. And now we can work across from this one. There, that's where we start. That goes into a sorting engine, and that goes into this one. There. Now I can take all of this out again and put it up again. That's just the casting, then we get the induction, and then we get, lastly, we get the casting. So this is processing, blasting, induction, and casting, and sorting and crushing. Whew, all right. And we put out the correct ones. That's iron. This one is iron ingots with coke. From the process, the molten, and lastly, the plates. And this one goes there. Now it's a matter of putting in all of these to make it work. And our red pipes here. I could actually do that, couldn't I? Not if I did it like this. There, that's fine. Here, just get these up. This one, how much is this? This is one processed per 2 seconds. That's definitely enough. And we will put this one in again. And I'll also use the crusher. Well, it's not a crusher, this is the crusher. And I'll crush this one. And we'll build the other one. First, I blast things, then I cast it, no, then I induct it. I don't know if induct is the right word, but use induction engine. There. And now we copy paste from the top layer. Excellent. And this one is like that. It is pretty close to the middle, so I might just put the other one reverse on this one. I think that would be pretty neat. There we have the coal coming in. Again, it's colliding here. And we need there output, and what more do we need? We need these one, just one. Nope. There, good. And there's less content in these. Now the next one is, oh, I'm not done yet. That's, what is this? This is 2 per second. I think that's doable. This one probably needs 2. This one's just needs 1, and then we need the filters. No, I don't need a filter here. This just goes into, actually that reminds me of something else, which is pretty good idea that I did this, because I can then pipe out here there. Let's do that. And I will also, oh no. Yeah, forgot something. I can manage that. Okay. It's because I'm forgetting these two. This is the slag, or the copper, and this is the slag then. I also need to bring these out, and I guess I have to. Why am I not having enough of these belts? Come on, build a lot of belts. Okay, let's, in the meantime, while we wait for the belts, hook up the power supply. There, here. Did I do something? Did I fuck it up here? No, I did not. Of course I didn't. What am I thinking of? Here. You know what? If I did it like this, then it could actually just be within one. Here, save that one, save that one. Let's do that. Here. Is that really necessary to have 2 there? There. and then I just need to hook it up here. Now the whole thing is working, I think. Not flawlessly though. This is the slag. This is the copper. And we're not getting any coal here. So let's see. I think I'll actually take this one that direction. Oh, typical. And the reason for that is then I can use these 3 internal ones or the inside ones for all the outputs. There, and then the 5th one will be actually the iron coming out from each one. Good. You need this one instead. Do you need it? No, I don't need it. Excellent. And again, I will... Where did all my coal go? I thought I had coal somewhere. Can't believe I used all of that. I'll just grab some more. Great. And just plonk it in for now, because I can always clean up the outputs. So this is a pretty neat setup, I think. It's very big and it doesn't generate much, but it's I think it's about as efficient as I can make it. There. Why are you not working? You just got 1.8. Okay. So green, 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 green everywhere. Everything is green. This one is slightly too fast. Oh my god, it's noisy. Alright, and now we need to work on input output. I'll also bring it from this side. Let's start with the most important one. That is also hit somewhere up here where there's actually room for it. And this one, oops, this one needs to go because that was a temporary thing. Excellent. And I don't know why I have so much space, but I don't think I need it actually. Jump up here. Then this is actually too wide. It's because it's not really a proper bus. That's why it's allowed to be a bit too wide. And we're out again. Give me more of this. Oh, I also need these. Definitely I do. And this is now coming in. Quite nice. I'm gonna have to wait a bit. Wow, this one. Is that because they're too small? Yes, it is. Just something as simple as that. And that's gonna be fine. I think I'll also review this one as well. The question for me is whether I can... This one, if I now make it... Honestly, if I try to go this route, I think that's actually better. Can I? Yeah, I can. The reason for this is that it will allow me to build them much closer. And I think it's an advantage to build them closer. So let's actually build one that is exactly identical right next to it. Right here. So you're gonna grab it from here, which means that the other one will grab it from here. Alright, what do we need? We need, we have one of these, yes. We have 2 crushers, yes, yes. We have one of that, yes. Then we need 2 induction, what are they? Oh, 2 blast furnaces, 2 blast furnaces. Blast, blast. I need 4. It's not that much faster. Really not worth it. 1, 2. What am I missing? Stone bricks. Well, that's definitely doable. Yeah, okay, that was probably overdoing it a bit. How the hell am I gonna do this? Oh no. Am I dropping things on the floor? Cannot insert inventory full. Let's just put this one in. Did someone... Yeah, it's dropped on the floor. Damn it. And the other one? Don't know. I have no clue where it went. Did I... Yeah. Typical. Then I lost it somewhere. Right. That's 2, 3, 4. And the last one is 6. Let's start by building it. Can I do this? Yes. We'll start from this end. And then we'll have that one. Then we have the processing plant. They can be next to each other because they don't need to be. And let's build it like this. And the next one is this. Here and here. And the last one, 1, 2, 3. And the idea is then that this one will be heading into the same here, and so likewise and that end. Here, here, and here. I will be inserting this there. And that's what we'll do the same from down here. That means actually, let me just see if this actually takes more than half of the space. It does take a bit more than half. That's a bit of a shame. Where did that one go? And this one. There. Pick that up. All of this needs to be removed. Go, 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 go. Like that. And of course this needs to continue downwards, because I'm gonna have... Okay, so let's recap. We built a really nice modular design. I will be just continuing building so that we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of it going up here. Probably need to upgrade to a red belt. Then I'll take all of these residuals out here, and then I'll build for the copper, because I think I'd like to get half as much copper. So if I have 4 of these, then if I have 2 copper, that would actually be quite nice. Or I could just pipe the copper over here and just deal with it over here. Likewise, I can take I can do the same down here for the copper and pipe it over, and then deal with it here. Basically skip that level and go straight into the processing plant. I think that sounds about right. Okay, so that was a pretty neat design. Let's just go admire it. And that is what we make it this time. Actually, why is it stuck? Oh, it's stuck because of that one. Okay, thank you very much for joining, and I'll be seeing you in the next episode. Cheers, bye.